All right, I'm Bill Sandler. I'm the warning coordination meteorologist for the National Weather Service office in Wakefield. I did the survey this morning for the damage here in Virginia Beach. It looks like we actually may have had 3 separate events. The area down along Mediterranean near Pinewood Court, where the church steeple was blown off, that looks to be straight line wind damage. From the area behind me, where the roof was blown off the house, all the way across over to the ocean front northeastward. That looks to be a weak tornado, EF0 in nature. And really the defining piece of information that allowed me to depict it as a tornado was if you look at a couple of the buildings where some of the insulation is strewn, it's kind of on the back side of the buildings where you wouldn't expect it if it were a straight line wind. The third area of damage is up north of here off Alaskan, close to Princess Anne Country Club. That also looks to be straight line wind damage. Lots of trees down, power lines down, a couple of trees on homes and cars. And so that's the basic idea of what we found here damage-wise, and I'll take any questions.
Anita Blancy with WAVY. We're live on midday right now. And what can you tell people about what you did to try to assess it? What are some of the specific things that help to say what you determined?
Well, in a straight line wind situation, in almost every instance, the damage is blown in one direction. And you can see that down on Mediterranean near Pinewood, where the church steeple was blown off. Everything was blown from southeast to northwest. And the same is true up on Alaskan, where everything's kind of blown in a northeast to southwest or an east to west direction. Here, everything looked similar to that, but the subtle clue was how the insulation was blown across and onto some of the buildings. And that can times, in a weak tornado, be the only clue that you have that it was tornado versus straight line wind.
So when you say here, you mean right in this area, 16th Street area?
That's exactly right. Yeah, from the building behind me, the house that lost its roof, across the school, and then over to the hotel complex that was damaged out into the ocean. That looks to be a weak tornado.
And can you just talk about the difference, tornado, straight line winds? It all causes the same types of damage, right?
They do in many respects cause the same type of damage. In the end, it's all wind. But the difference is there's ways to be able to see rotation in tornado damage that you would not see in straight line wind damage.
Estimate on how fast the winds got up to? What kind of?
Yeah, probably no more than 70 or 75 miles an hour here. I think what happened was the initial wind force that struck the house back behind me caught the roof in just the right way to tear it off, and then the other piece fell with it.
What do you all do with this data?
The data actually goes into a monthly summary that we produce that really represents the climatological record for things like tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, even winter storms and hurricanes.
What does it help you all with?
Well, it helps us in 2 ways. First of all, it provides that climatological record, so anybody that's going back can actually look at what happened, and that has a variety of different purposes. But the other way it helps us is by looking at our warnings versus what actually happened. We're required by Congress as a performance-based organization to verify our warnings. And so that's the other piece of the puzzle that makes it critical for us to be able to determine whether it was or was not a tornado. In some cases it's really simple, there's no doubt. In other cases it's not so easy.
Did you guys issue a tornado warning or any besides a severe thunderstorm warning?
No, we issued several severe thunderstorm warnings. In fact, the cell that initiated some of the damage here actually originated back in Greensville County, did the damage across Greensville County, Caper, and Portland area, weakened some and then re-intensified as it came into Chesapeake. There was a very weak circulation for a very brief period of time, not fast, not